What's up, everyone? So today we're going to install the Tazer from Z Automotive on the Charger, and then we also got the buttons to remap the steering wheel. So let's jump into it. Okay, so all you need for these is the Tazer from Z Automotive, a pry tool, and if you want them, the buttons for the steering wheel on some of the Chargers, Challengers, Jeeps, stuff like that. So the first thing you want to do is get your pry tool, and I already started prying this off, but you're going to want to take this out. That's just a blank. You can pry that out, and then if you look, I know you probably can't see it too good. If you look in there, there's actual pressable buttons. So that's what these from Z Automotive are. So let's go ahead and install those. There we go. So snaps in. It's got movement on it. Put the other two in. Got that one in. There we go. All three buttons are in. Zoom in a little bit, see what that looks like. So now you can see we've got movement. So the next step is to install the Tazer, and it does plug right into the OBD2 port. So let's get that plugged in. You probably can't see too well, but it is up under the park brake lever. So I'll get that plugged in, and then we'll get to mapping it. It's plugged in, you'll see that it's flashing, or it was flashing. Oh. So it's got power to it. Now let's get the car on. For a lot of these settings, we're just going to want to be in run with the engine off. So that's 2 clicks, no brake. First thing you're going to want to do is get to your audio menu. Then you're going to hold your left button, and I'll see if I can do it while holding the phone. You want to hit your cancel button on the cruise control, and you'll see it brings up some options, and we need to marry this before we do anything else. So once you hit marry, it'll start a countdown, and it'll marry this Tazer to my car. So, married. Okay, so in the audio menu, we're going to hold the left button on the steering wheel. And then you're going to want to tap your custom button to whatever you want. And the functions in here are the light shows. I think there's 9 of them total. Rear camera, front camera, auxiliary video, line lock, hold brakes, ESP kill, launch mode, custom drive, sport drive, track drive, cool down mode, raise idle, or no functions. So we're going to set the first one to line lock. And it'll pop up on the screen, say line lock. You just let it go and let that button go, and it maps the line lock to it. Second button we're going to do is ESP kill. That'll disable all the traction control instead of just semi-disabling it. And then third button, we're going to go with, let's go with a gap camera. We'll do the rear camera enable. So with all that mapped, let's go ahead and turn the car back off. Let's get the dash off, turn all the way off. Then we'll set it back to run and we'll see if traction control and our camera button work at least. So we'll go back to run. Now this should be for the gap camera or the rear camera. You see there, turn the rear camera on. Second function, this button should now be mapped to disable all the traction control at once. You'll see there. It said service. Now both our traction control lights are on, anti-lock brake light is on. So if you hit it again, it'll turn it all back on to normal. Let's go ahead and start the car. There you go. So line lock pops up. It's flashing the brake light, flashing the ABS light, and I really can't test it right here. So all the functions seem to be working. I really can't test the line lock here because I'm at my house. You see it in the background. And then we got the neighbors and their horses over on this side. I am heading to a car meet later. Maybe after the car meet we can find a parking lot and we'll go test this line lock out. It should hold the brakes for me without even touching the pedal. You just have to hold the button on the steering wheel, so we'll check that out a little bit later. Thanks for tuning in. If you like my videos, give me a follow. Anything helps, I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.